Good morning, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. This morning I'm doing a review for Yankee Candle's Cranberry Chutney. Let me zoom in on this little label here. I came across this Tart recently, and if you have been following the labels of Yankee Candle for any amount of time, you can tell that this is a very, very old label. It's got the Yankee Tart Wax Potpourri wording on it in Cranberry Chutney there. It is a much larger round label than even the other old labels that you'll still see here and there. And then we've got the newest labels. So you can kind of see the evolution of that over time. It's interesting. My very first thought was, oh no, how did I leave this hidden or buried somewhere for so long? And it surely has lost its fragrance. So I had to do a review because it's quite the little shout out to Yankee Candle. And I am super pleased. Let me just show you real quick this beautiful rich wax pull, because you can't see it, since it's not in the candle form, you can't see how rich and gorgeous the color is. In fact, it's still almost hard to see it there, but it's a super rich dark cranberry color. So interesting enough, I'm really enjoying this, and it's throwing in a small room. And it's actually, I thought I had the door closed, but I didn't. The door in this room that I'm in was cracked a little bit. Cracked open a little bit. And I was running downstairs just a minute ago, and I thought, oh my gosh, that smells so good. It was coming through the crack in the door. So that is quite a little testament to Yankee Candle, and perhaps a testament to the way they did things a long time ago. I've had other wax tarts that kind of can fade over time, but since this is so old, I even think I got this on a clearance. So even when I got it, it was old, you guys. So let me jump into the description and then the scent notes, the top, mid, and base notes, for those that are just wanting to get that. And then you can move along if I kind of tend to ramble, which that's not my intention. Cranberry Chutney by Yankee Candle. A delicious reminder of Thanksgiving dinner. Tangy, fresh cranberries with orange zest and raisins. That sounds amazing. And so since this is now July, it's very strange for me to be melting this. But with that description, because to me this is not just a Thanksgiving fragrance or just a fall fragrance or winter fragrance. You could get away with burning this and melting this any time of the year, because it is it has some fruity notes. But that said, it's also a much more richer berry. It's not like a strawberry or blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, all the other berries out there. That this is a much richer and very sophisticated fragrance. Okay, let's do the notes real quick. The top note is ripened raspberry and strawberry leaf. That's a very particular leaf. Very interesting. So far, you'll see what I mean as we go on. The mid notes are cranberry and black cherry. And then the base notes are iris and orange flower. So again, this is, I was thinking back to another review I was doing there. Yankee Candle, when you really unpack the ingredients and the notes, and again, this one goes way back, they are often masters of designing these fragrances. What a unique blend. You've got different berries in this: raspberry, strawberry leaf, cranberry, and black cherry. So like I said, I'm burning this in the summer and it works for me. Kind of strange maybe to some, but I love it. I don't know that I would have guessed that black cherry would have been in this, but now that I know it, it kind of makes sense in the composition and how it is coming off in the fragrance throw. And ripened raspberry. See, it's not overly raspberry, but I love that it's in there. The strawberry leaf, how unique. It adds a rich element to this. The iris in the base note and the orange flower. When I read that, it almost just made me feel like, wow, this is just beautiful. And it makes sense. I don't know how the creators of these fragrances come up with the various notes in putting them together. I do not know how that works, but just the creativity factor is appreciated here. Let me just say that. And it's a rich, classic, sophisticated, in a deeply rich, not just rich, but in a different way than, like, say, chocolate cake or salted caramel or something. This is a really rich, tangy cranberry fragrance. Now, I love cranberry. I really love cranberry in a candle. It works. It's great. But this just like steps it all up a notch or two or three to have these different notes in it. Now the raisins, isn't that interesting in the description where it says orange zest and raisins? Again, I love that. The orange zest, I can really sense the tartness of that and just the super tart cranberry. At risk of going on a bit longer here, one Thanksgiving, our first Thanksgiving when we moved here, we lived away from all of our family members, and my boys were young and were really little, and we thought, keep in mind, this is the Midwest, and so we had a family on the West Coast in California, and some family in Missouri and Arizona. We invited everybody out just at the random chance that people might be able to come for Thanksgiving dinner, and they came, you guys. They came out, and we had the best time. So that year I looked up a recipe for a cranberry sauce recipe to prepare. I have one of those families where in a pinch, the cranberry that's in a can from Ocean Spray, that works, and people like it as if it's chilled and you just kind of slice it up and it's cranberry in a can. We always have at least that, but that Thanksgiving it was a very special, and well, it always is, but extra special. I was in the mood to try out a new cranberry sauce recipe, and it reminds me of how this cranberry chutney looks in that picture there, and what I'm hearing of some of the notes, or the orange zest, the raisins, and the cranberries. And if you've ever cooked fresh cranberries and the process where they pop, where you cook them and then they're just a unique kind of fruit or berry that they pop at the right point in this particular recipe, and it was really, really good. It was really tart and just a treat, and it reminds me of this. So in that description of a Thanksgiving dinner and everything, it really fits. So again, it feels a little bit like off season to be burning this. What I'm in the process of doing is going through a lot of these tarts and votives, and as you'll see in a Wax Empties video, Wax and Candle Empties, I'm coming up here, but I just could not be more thrilled. Yankee Candle, whatever you were doing back in the day when this Tart wax potpourri was created, please keep that up. I can see for the rest of my whole life being a loyal fan and follower and purchaser of Yankee Candles if this was the level of quality that will go into your candles and continue to go into your candles. That's not saying anything bad. I just know that some of us have had some hit and misses with the different candles and throws in recent years. It is taking a turn for the better. So for those of you who might have become real skeptics of Yankee Candle, give it a chance. And one last thing I'll say, give your tarts and things that you think are a dud a chance. Let them get good and hot in the melter. I have some things burning in another room that I thought were duds, and in a process of an hour, I think that the warmer warmed up even more, and then eventually really released a very beautiful set of fragrances. And I'll talk more about those in another video. But thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, as if almost on cue, Molly realized, my little beagle, she realized I'm doing a video. So, oh dear. And since I don't normally do this, let me go ahead and just let her say hi. Hi, Molly. So there she is. Anyway, that's my review. Thanks for sticking through this with me. I've got lots more to share. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. And Molly says goodbye too.